Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to WAYPN.
You're supposed to say I'm Cal.
Oh, you're meant to say I'm Sunny.
I will say I'm Sunny after you say I'm Cal.
Okay, we'll just keep this.
So what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about moving forward, going forward, always forward, upwards, never backwards,
Like
always
a shark.
forwards.
Like cow shark.
Well, one of the things that we have been doing is just life. And life gets in the way. And we wanted to put out a show to show that we are still putting out a show, yes. But there's been a lot of hitches along the way. And essentially, we wanted to talk about how sometimes life gets in the way of hobbying. And there's been a lot going on for us.
Yes, so are we gonna give people some tips, or are we just gonna do like a little empathy session? What's gonna happen today?
So what I wanted to talk about is this. I wanted to say, first off, this is unscripted, completely unscripted. What has kept you from painting?
Me.
Yes.
What's kept me from painting? Well,
Bleep!
I'm still doing my video.
Bleep!
And cleaning up the house, taking care of the cats because, well, we'll not have to do that as much since Hades has recovered from his surgery, but that also took a significant amount of my time when he was recovering from surgery.
This is completely unscripted. So like I wouldn't have even said the bleep because I just try and keep certain things to ourselves, and like a lot of us have been having issues. Not so much, family members, we've had events going on, all of this sort of thing, right? We've had people who have been sick. We've had, a variety of issues. Some people are moving houses, there's all sorts of things going on. And you had Deepavali.
Yeah, we had a major celebration at our house. And, we're still having a celebration this week, and so it's a lot of events keep piling on top of each other.
Yeah, and essentially that's one of the things that I wanted to get to, which was that it's okay.
That happens.
Yeah. It's okay for life to get in the way, right? But what can we do to actually get you back on track?
Okay, this is something I actually realized at a certain point in time. I did make a post about this, and basically it was that I was at a point that I think I was making excuses for myself, like I will do it once this is done, I'll do it once that's finished, and then I find myself months later thinking to myself, when's the last time I picked up a brush, and that's when I think to myself that I have to slot it into places where I'm not using as much mental energy. So, for example, when we have our online game sessions, I would do painting and listen at the same time.
Yeah, and you've gotten a really nice model done up. And that's one other thing. You'll notice, well, of course you would have noticed, we're like 3-4 minutes in already. You'll notice that we don't have our usual plethora of pictures. It's not the same. And the reason for that is we just want to get this out because we've got so much going on. But hopefully at the end of this month, things will go a little smoother.
Yeah, and we're hoping that we can put things out at a regular rate and with, pictures and videos like we always do.
Yeah. Well, I think once every 2 weeks is what we're hoping for.
I think that's a reasonable amount.
Yeah. So you did get some painting in when I kind of forced you to with the art attack.
Oh yeah, when we did a little craft project with the Frostgrave scenery. But yeah, that was fun. It's an activity both of us could do.
Yeah. And how did that make you feel about painting? Did it get you more motivated?
Yeah, I think it does. Like usually it's something small, like personally for me, it could be like looking at a Pinterest, looking at certain artworks, and then or like actually just doing something simple to kick it off to
So
start
do you
the engine.
think if your husband, your wife, whatever, gives you a push brings you along to an event. You know, it's not...
I think it would help. I think some of the times you just need someone to say, hey, get out of the house once in a while, or like, you know, come and do this with me. And, you know, when you have a community that helps you keep yourself grounded a bit more.
I think, yeah, but I definitely think you need that other person in your life, and it might just be a roommate. I think you need somebody to just give you a shove. And I really hate it when other people interfere on that, and they're like, oh, don't do that. It's like, no, look, this is our life, and the reason why we're doing that is to show you guys
that, you know, we want people in our family to respond and be active, continue to be active in things that make them happy.
And we think that that's an important thing to do.
Yeah.
And finally, we're looking to make a Facebook group to move forward with WAYPN. That's what we're looking at. I've also got a Discord that I made, almost 5 years ago now, and I think that the
crickets are occupying it at the moment. But they'll be shoot out. Make
thanks
room for the people.
Well, I think the rules that I had there back then, like I redid rules recently, and it's just because people are so difficult at times. At times you get very upset at people and the way that they police things. This is a place for everyone. Please don't make anyone feel unwelcome. That was the first rule. The second one was no politics. Politics divide people. You're all painters here before anything else. 3, no selling stuff in here. If you're recommending stuff, paint lines, brushes, minis, and so on, all good. When posting stuff to be reviewed in WAYPN, only post your own minis and other art. And that was the rules.
Very simple, very, you know, focused on painting. You know, just to make sure that, you know, we...
And we cut quite a bit there, and the reason is you can get very bogged down. And that's why I made these new rules, and they were very long compared to those old rules. And the reason is because there are a lot of people who will try to manipulate these things. And that's what I don't want. I want everyone to feel welcome. Actually, everyone. That means there will be people who you 100% disagree with on something, but they're welcome there because all they're talking about is painting.
Yeah, and you know, everyone deserves to continue on with their hobby. Everyone deserves to be encouraged about what they love.
And that's all I do online. All I do is I encourage hobbying. So, Sunny, why will you be making the group?
Because someone has already reported your account.
And do we know why?
No!
It was only because I was responding in Facebook groups.
Yes, Facebook can be a bit of a bleep some of the times.
I don't think it's Facebook that's the problem. It will take us a little while to get everything together. However, our goal is by next year to be regularly redoing the weekly WAYPN review, taking a look at models, giving our feedback, and encouraging people to start painting all the time.
And improving in painting, so people aren't constantly stuck in their heads about, hey, I don't have enough time to paint, I wish I had more time to paint, I wish I was a better painter. We want to stop this mentality, and that's why we're creating this
And we want to stop
group.
the upwards comparison as well. We want it to be now, here. Alright? So you know what you got to do to stop all that? You got to
keep those brushes wet.